What's up guys, it's Dylan, and today I'm going to be doing a chest workout. I have 3 different chest workout routines, and this is going to be the first one. Basically the most standard one, a lot of 3 sets of 10 type exercises, and we're going to start off by doing some warm-ups. Now it's very important, the first exercise is going to be bench before you start benching to make sure you get adequate warm-up in. What I like to do is do shoulders and also some back. So I do shoulders just because shoulders are a big part of bench press. And I do back because it's a good thing to get blood flowing throughout your whole body without actually starting to exhaust your chest. So we're going to start with a few shoulder exercises. Alright, so we're going to start off with just some basic shoulder warm-ups, nothing too heavy, just basic stuff to kind of stretch the shoulders out. I really don't have any certain rep range or anything I do. I just kind of make sure I do it until my shoulders are pretty warm. So maybe about 30 seconds to a minute of just general kind of shoulder stuff, and then we're going to head over to the seated row machine to get the back workout in. Alright guys, so for this part, there's a TV next to me while I was recording, so you really can't hear what I'm saying very clearly. But this is the back part of the workout, back part of the warm-up. So all we're doing here is some seated rows, wide grip. I'm doing nothing heavy, just about 15 reps just to get my back warmed up. Like I said, this is just for a warm-up for bench press and chest in general, to get some blood flow without exhausting your chest too much.
It's not just easy, it's Geico easy.
Duncan, stay up, no sleeping.
Shaving has been difficult for me. I have very sensitive skin. I get ingrowing hairs.
Alright, so now that we got our back and shoulder workout in, or warm-up in, we're going to start with the actual bench press. I like to start with just the bar, do a few reps, kind of stretch out my arms a little bit, move up to 135 for another warm-up set, and I'll do 3 sets of 10 at 225. Now, a few tips when it comes to bench pressing. Make sure your back, it's kind of hard to show it right here, but I might show it at home or something. Make sure your back is kind of pinched, your shoulder blades should be pinched. That's going to help you a lot with your form. You want to have a slight arch in your back. I mean, I'll do all this when I do the actual bench press, so I guess that'll be the best way to show it, but I'll try to explain some more while I'm doing it. It's kind of hard to explain, but these are very important tips, so make sure you try to follow along. It'll increase your max.
Alright, so that was a pretty bad explanation that last little bit, but now I'm at home, so I have a little more time to go over it in more depth. So what I was talking about, as you can see here, I'm going to get a slight arch in my lower back, and I'm going to be pinching my shoulder blades together. The best way I can explain what I'm doing here is imagine if you had a pencil on the back of your spine and you're trying to pinch it together with your shoulder blades. You're keeping your traps tight and your shoulder blades pinched together. The reason why you do this is, first of all, it's going to give you a nice firm base to bench off of, and secondly, it's going to keep your shoulders tucked so you're not putting unnecessary stress on your shoulder. If you do bench press improperly, you can lead to some serious shoulder damage, so you really want to look out for this. The second thing I wanted to talk to you about is, as you can see here, I'm taking big inhales and exhales before I go down. This is going to help get my breathing under control, and it's very important, especially as you get up to the heavier weight. So you're going to exhale as you push away from you and inhale as you go towards you. This is going to help you get the best amount of push you can get here. So as you can see here, I'm on my 135 set. I'm doing 10 reps here, nice controlled. Even though I don't necessarily need to worry about my breathing or my form, it's good to start practicing now. Alright, so now I'm going to move up to my next set at 225. Alright, so for sake of time in this video, I only recorded 1 set of each exercise I did. So I'm only going to be having 1 set of 225 recorded here. But just for the record, in my regular workouts I do 3 sets, and that goes for everything in this video. I'll have a full list of the workout in the description and probably on the screen at the end. But now I'm at my 225 set, and when you do exercises that are sets of 10, ideally you want to be failing around your 10th to 11th rep. I mean, you don't have an 11th rep, but in theory, you shouldn't be able to do your 11th rep. That's the whole point. You want to get just to failure or just before failure. Now, I didn't have a spot here, which you should have. I highly recommend you have a spot. Unfortunately, because I was filming this late at night, I didn't have anyone to spot me. But especially when you're working with heavier weight, make sure you can try to get a spot. So as you can see, same thing with the 135. I'm focusing on my breathing a lot. That matters even more with the heavier weight and also my form. So I'm going to let this set finish up, and then we'll move on to the next exercise.
Coming into this game 5, the Warriors and Rockets separated by 1 point through 4 games. And series. There's a steal by Tucker. Turnover by Durant.
Alright, so now I'm moving on to the incline press. Like I said, don't forget, I did do 2 more sets of 225. Now I'm doing incline press. I believe this is 175. I do kind of contradict myself as to what I just said, because I actually did this set pretty easily. I probably could up to about 185 or 195, but like I said, I didn't have a spot, so I didn't know exactly how much I could do. But yeah, this is the next exercise to do, incline bench press, 3 sets of 10. So far we have the warm-up, the bench press, flat, and now the incline press. Also, in case you're curious, in between these sets, I'm taking anywhere from 1 to 2 minutes rest. So nothing too long, nothing too short, kind of in the middle. So normally after I finish the incline press, I would head over to the decline press. But for some odd reason, I could not find the decline bench press anywhere in the gym. I just could not find it. So I don't have any video of that, unfortunately. But so far in the workout, we have 3 sets of 10 flat, 3 sets of 10 incline, 3 sets of 10 decline. Normally you can do a little more weight on decline than you can do on flat bench and incline bench. Usually your strongest is decline, then flat, and then incline. That's not necessarily for everybody, but on average that's how it is. So moving on, I go over to the fly machine. This is a really good machine to get that stretch in your chest. So obviously the bench press is a pushing exercise. Now with this one, I kind of go all over the place with weights. I think I went from 100 pounds to 250, back down to 170 to 130, and then finish at like 210. All varied amount of rep ranges. I kind of just do it how I feel on this one. I don't do anything too specific. I kind of just go as I can. So here I'm doing the 250. I think I wind up getting 6 reps. If you notice, I changed my hand placement to the top for this instead of the actual handle. I just wasn't thinking. I normally always do the top grip just because you get a little bit of more of a stretch. But yeah, like I said, for this exercise, this is all about getting the stretch in your chest. Make sure you're using your chest and not your arms. This is really supposed to focus on the chest. I know some people do use their arms, so I want to warn you about that. But with this one, I kind of just freestyle it. I go as I please. Just hitting whatever's nice. So I also keep very low rest periods between these. As you can see, I might have 10 seconds of rest. So it's really like a high intensity, varied weight exercise. So I kind of just do this after bench press to get a little bit of a break from the pushing things before I head over to the dumbbell press afterwards. So after I finish the fly machine, I head over to the dumbbell press. Now the dumbbell press is very similar to the bench press. The main difference is you're working, it increases like the smaller muscles in your shoulder you have to use because the bars aren't, it's 2 different dumbbells. It's not like one bar that's connected. So you use more stabilizing muscles. Obviously it's still primarily a chest exercise, but it does focus more on the shoulder more. than your typical bench press would. So dumbbell press is a little harder than bench press just because increased stability. Just like the Smith machine's a little easier than the bench press because you have even further increased stability. So I'm doing 3 sets of 10 here at 75 flat, and then I head over and do the incline after my 3 sets of 10 flat. I've reduced the weight by 10 to 5 pounds depending on how I'm feeling. I believe I wound up doing 70 in the incline after this, but usually, like I said, it's going to be a little lighter on the incline and a little heavier on the decline in relation or in relative to your flat bench. So as you can see here, I'm starting off my incline, and I'm just going to let this part play out. Again, I want to make note of the breathing here, so pay attention to that before I hit this lift. Next up we have the dip. This is a really nice exercise because you get the stretch, but you also get really good work on your lower chest. So the key thing with this is just to take your time, really focus on full range of motion, and like I said, not much to say about this exercise. I like it a lot. And after this, we're gonna be heading over to the cables for my final exercise of chest. And that'll be it.
Curry to inbound, Rivers will guard the ball. Jarenko is coming, Perkins coming for the Warriors. Thompson and Curry and Tucker is there.
Alright, so this exercise is pretty similar to the fly machine. It's a little different. Some people prefer this over the fly machine. They're about equal for me. It's the same concept. It's another stretching exercise. This is going to get you that nice wide chest. Basically, you set your feet, you offset your feet one in front of the other, then you rotate. And it's the same concept. You want to focus on squeezing your chest. I don't necessarily like going super heavy with this exercise. I keep it, pretty light because, it's not. I mean, sometimes I'll bump it up, but for this one, I just like taking my time, getting a nice full stretch. It kind of wraps up the chest workout to get a nice good finish here. But that's about it for my chest workout. So like I said, this is one of my 3 variations for chest workout. The other 2 would be a max day, which is very different. I probably won't record one of those before my ACL surgery. The other type is a pyramid bench press day. So the way that works is similar to how the warm-up sets work, except I go up slower and I might max at 285 and then come back down. It's not quite a max, but it's probably 90-95% of my max. So that's my 2 other type of chest workouts. And another thing I want to stress about this is everything in this workout besides the warm-up of shoulders and back in the very beginning, I highly recommend you mixing up the order of all these if you try this. It's good to mix up your workout as much as possible. So not only do I have 3 different routines, but I can also change the order in which I do this one at least. You really can't change the order of the pyramid and the max day, but especially for this exercise, it's definitely recommended that you change the order in which you do them, because you don't want to get your body used to the routine. You want to be constantly changing it up. So that's pretty much going to wrap up this video, guys. I will be making an arm video, which would include biceps, triceps, and shoulders soon, as well as a back workout. I will not be making a leg workout before my ACL surgery, just because I don't want to risk injuring anything. One more thing I wanted to add: after most of my workouts, I normally run about anywhere from a mile to 2 miles, and I sprinkle in some abs throughout the week. But that's about it for my workouts, guys. Like I said, I will be posting an ab workout not an ab workout, a chest, not a chest. This is the chest workout. I'll be posting a back and arms workout sometime before my surgery, which is in 20 days from now, or I guess 19 now, since it's 1 in the morning when I'm recording this. On May 28th is when I should be having my ACL surgery. So hopefully that goes well. But hopefully you enjoy, guys. Hope you like the video. Peace out.